Alright.
What's good, y'all? Happy New Year. I'm a little fired up on my last tape. It's a touchy subject. I'm gonna try to stay away from that as much as possible. But it's a new year, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little tired, man. I had to work on New Year's night. You know what I mean? I work night shift. That's the roughest shift to work, but I got, you know what I'm saying? I got through it. You know what I'm saying? New Year, election year. Let's talk a little bit about that. You know what I'm saying? Got everybody running. You got Clinton, you got Giuliani, Romney, McCain, Barack Obama, the special guy, because he's black. And everybody's under the assumption, because he's black, that we have to vote for him. And I'm going to take the stance that I've took for the last 8-9 years. I've been eligible to vote, and I'm not going to vote. Because none of their agendas touch me, reach me. Financially, you know what I'm saying, health-wise, none of their agendas touch home base. So why vote? They always concentrate to vote. You have a voice. How do you have a voice? Why should I have to pay for healthcare when in many other countries that you consider third world, like Cuba, it's free? That movie that got made, Fahrenheit 911, his name, I can't get it right now, Michael something. He got a movie called Sicko. You need to go see that. You know what I'm saying? Good movie. It's about the healthcare crisis in this country and how it's big business and how a lot of people are dying because they don't have the money to take care of themselves, and that's bad. You know, the war abroad. We got a war going on here. We got a war on AIDS that still hasn't been tackled after 25 years. You know what I'm saying? We got kids going up in school acting like they're really at war, trying to just annihilate people and destroy them. We need more security in schools. We need to have these kids who have problems early on to be severely checked and monitored throughout their life. Not just through their school, throughout their life. Look what happened in Virginia Tech. He was an adult. I started from school, to high school, to middle school, to adult. Those are the problems that we have here, but we more concerned with what's going on overseas. And I understand we're supposed to be global and worry about all humanity, but how can we worry about them when we're not worried about what's going on here? You see, in Pakistan and Kenya, they over there going wild Palini. Because they have presidents that got in unjustly, and they're not standing for that. But we allow that here. We allow that because the powers that be allow it. Don't think Bush ain't in office because they want him in. The rich white people feel safe with him in. Believe that. He reacted very quickly to 9/11, which he should have. Those acts can never be condoned. There's no way to justify that. There's no way to justify killing anybody or destroying innocent people. There's no way, and I'm totally with that invasion if that's what it's for. But you know, I feel like this: if that poor kid who just joined the military to go to college can go to war, why can't their kids go to war? Why? I bet you ain't none of Bush's immediate family overseas right now serving, nor any other member in Congress. Believe that. If they are, they're chilling. They're officers or something. They're not on the front lines. Believe it. See, years ago, to be a president, you had to have military experience. Kennedy, Dwight D. Eisenhower was a general. George Washington, Ulysses S. Grant. You know, now you don't have to have that. So now they want to put anybody in. I'd rather put somebody in that's really been through the trenches and knows than somebody that's been sitting on their ass for the last 15 to 20 years. Behind a computer, behind a desk. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm going to tell you now, if I ever do decide to vote, and I'm not going to vote for you, Barack, just because you're black, sorry, it's not going to happen. You didn't live my life. You were born in Hawaii. You lived a pretty okay life. Yeah, your father left you. I heard he was like a biochemist. He was a very bright man. You lived a pretty sheltered life. Then you went to Chicago as an already educated man. You know what I'm saying? Which I applaud you for your efforts, but you're not me. I can't understand you, cuz I'm working hours and hours for chump change. You know what I mean? The benefits is horrible. But you know what I'm saying? I understand I need better education, but we all just ain't gonna go to school. We all ain't gonna be college graduates and have bachelor's degrees and master's degrees. That's just not gonna happen. You know? So why can't the working man, the man that wants to make an honest living, why can't he be paid, compensated for the work that he does? Then you wonder why people are selling dope. and robbing banks, which I don't condone it, but sometimes you get to a breaking point. And yes, we do need faith, and we have to have strength and hold on. And thank God I've never came to that point. I've always held on and believed that things is going to get better. But for those that can't, you know what I'm saying, that's when you see that breaking point. So we need to worry about bringing jobs back here to this country instead of shipping them overseas. So my main goal for y'all for this election year is don't vote. Until they want to listen to us, we shouldn't vote. They infiltrate our YouTube, which is basically for us, MySpace, which is for us, and you know, they try to bombard it with their selling their little slogans in their campaign. Don't buy it. Do not buy it. Until they want to really listen to us and they're going to act and show us that when they get elected, they're going to really act on the things that we ask from them, don't vote. Because if you think you're being heard, you're not being heard. Your opinion is not respected. If you're not rich, wealthy, middle class, as they say, you're nobody. Because those are the ones that are funding them to go from state to state to wave to you and funding their $500 dinners and you know, their extravagant parties and dances and so on and so forth. Who you think's funding this? They're not coming out their pocket. That's what they have fundraisers, yes. That's why if you ever go to Barack Obama's website, or like I'm a member, because I'm really interested in what he has to say, they always ask you, well, if you care to make a donation, what I gotta give you money for? Dog, I'm broke. What I gotta pay you to hear you try to sell me to vote for you? Do I look stupid to you? Nah. Do I look stupid to you? Barack, I'm not stupid. You can't sell me like that, cuz. And you can't sell my young, you know what I'm saying, my peers like that either. And we're not falling for it. So this is Finance 10453 telling you, you know what I'm saying, don't vote. You know what I mean? Don't vote. You know what I'm saying? Stick moving, what up? You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? Think about what I said though, that's real talk. Don't vote. Until they want to hear what you got to say, then don't give them that time of day. Don't give them that attention. Let them old white liberals who gonna die in the next 30 to 40 years go out and vote for them. Because when they die and move on, we gonna be here. We have to inherit these problems they're making for us. Y'all remember that. These wars and everything, we're gonna inherit the aftermath for all that. They're not. They're gonna be gone. Bush is like 50-something years old, 60-something years. How long do you think he's not gonna let it be 200? If we don't inherit these problems, our children will. You need to think about that when you vote for somebody. Do you really want to inherit these problems and these issues that's going on in this world? Or do we want to make a change and do something to stop this? Do we want to do something to stop global AIDS and stop cancer and stop all this violence and this destruction that's going on? Do we want to stop this now? Or do we want this to keep being a snowball effect? We have to think about that. If you have children, think about that. If you want to have children, when they think about that. If you are a child, think about that. Because that's real talk right there. They're not discussing that. But they're going to leave us this. And their parents left them a lot of problems. And they had to clean it up. But not the problems that they're leaving for us. Think about that. Think about how this world is today. It's a big difference from 30 years ago. You know, Vietnam, it took them a couple decades, but they bounced back. How do you bounce back from terrorism? This is never ending. How do we bounce back from global AIDS, from poverty, from lack of education? Cost you like $300,000 just to go to a good school. How do you pay that off when jobs aren't hiring? How do you do that? I know several people with college degrees and they can't even get a job. My sister's included. And I know she wouldn't be ashamed for me saying that. How? It starts with us. Don't vote. That's what I'm saying. Respect that. Don't vote. Until they want to hear us, don't vote. If they don't want to hear you, then we don't hear them. We need to ignore them on YouTube, ignore them on MySpace. We're not voting. This is your boy Finance 10453. You know what I mean? Big shout out to my dude Stick 187 with our homie. You know what I mean? And I'm out.